YouTube, what's going on? KT Medic here, and today we are walking through my neighborhood a little bit. Yes, it's kind of dark. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun's about to come up, and I told you I like doing photography, so we're gonna go take some pictures of the sunrise. And there's some really cool buildings over here kind of by my house, so hopefully we can get out there before the sun actually comes up. I wanted to wait till there was a little bit of light so that y'all would kind of be able to see me. And I'm recording you. Not recording you. I'm not the government. So I'm recording myself with one of my DSLRs. We're gonna take pictures with my other DSLR. It's in my backpack right now. And hopefully this goes really well. All right guys, so we're finally here. There's this kind of cool white building over here that's not really that great, but there's this cool outhouse right here that I think would look really cool with the background of the sunrise. So we're gonna try and stay off their property because I haven't said anything to anybody. We're just kind of doing this from the side of the road. So hopefully the sun will actually rise pretty soon. We're gonna go back here across the road down the sidewalk until it is time. But I'll let you know, then we'll go home and we'll make some breakfast because I'm hungry. So the sun hasn't quite come up yet, and it's getting close, but we moved down the street just a little bit and we found, looks like an old rodeo arena maybe. So we're gonna just pop a couple off over here. And see what they look like. That works pretty well. We're gonna move down a little bit, shoot through the tree. Hopefully this is nobody's actual house, because that would make this a little bit weird, but that's okay. So the reason you can still hear me is I'm using my phone to record my audio instead of the camera, and hopefully I'll get better quality audio and I don't have to stand right next to the camera. So here we go. We're gonna move back down and see how this goes. All right guys, so we had a little bit of a change of plans. We've got your camera, handheld. I stole the tripod for my other camera. And I'm not really sure if we're gonna get the oranges and the cool colors that usually you get in a sunrise this morning, because the clouds are kind of taking over, and maybe it'll work. I'm not really sure, but it's getting kind of bright. So we'll just have to see. Otherwise, we'll just take a couple other pictures. Hopefully they all come out really good. And we'll see you here in a minute. Okay guys, so new update. It sounds kind of like I'm hearing some gunshots, but they seem like they're off in the distance. Maybe hunters, something like that. So I'm not too worried about it. And I live in a decent part of town, so it should be okay. If not, y'all are my witness. So make sure that you tell everybody, actually, if you're seeing this video, I made it home and we're safe. But looks like it's getting a little bright, and we're not really getting the colors I wanted this morning, and I'm getting really cold, and I'm kind of tired of being cold. Even though I'm wearing this big jacket, it is still freezing cold. But we'll shoot a couple pictures, throw them up on the video so you can see them after I take them, and see what y'all think. So the wind's picking up a little bit and it's making this a lot more uncomfortable, but we're trying to bear with it for just a little longer. I'm trying to pull out some of these colors, and it's not really working, guys. But there's a cool tower over here that I won't one last picture of. And we're off. Okay, so that was a little less eventful than I wanted it to be. But that's okay. I think it worked out in the end. And it'll still come out pretty cool. And if the colors do end up coming out a little bit more here in a little bit by the time I get home, then we can jump back outside and get a couple more shots. But it is so cold. I'm 100% over it. I was not made for cold weather. And I'm tired of being cold. I'm hungry. I've been up way too long already. Did get to sleep a lot yesterday, so that was really nice. But we're gonna stop right here and grab a couple more pictures of this little shack looking thing. I don't even know what it is, but it looks cool. And it'll look kind of cool with the clouds behind it. I know you can probably hear the wind really bad on my mic. So when I walk this way, I have to walk backwards. If somebody runs over my camera, I'm gonna be really mad. But it's super loud if I don't walk backwards. So we're just gonna hop in front of this house just because it looks kind of cool. Yeah, that'll work. I might be out of frame a little bit over here, but we're gonna try and get a wide angle shot of that. All right, so hopefully that's focused on my face. I don't have a pop-out screen on this camera. And we are headed back to the house because I'm about to freeze to death. And it's windy. Probably can't hear me really well. And I'm tired of being cold. Sun didn't really cooperate today. Still looks okay. But don't worry, we'll get some awesome sunrise pictures here in the near future. Maybe this coming weekend after Christmas. And we'll see what happens. This dog is gonna bark at me as I walk by. Maybe not. There he is. He sounds really big. He sounds like he'd jump over the fence that he was going to earlier. And this one's howling at me. Oh, you're pretty. It's a husky. Pretty husky. All right, but I'll see you whenever we get back to the house. Cook up some breakfast. I'll show you a neat little trick with the waffle iron. All right, guys, we are back at my house, finally getting warm, about to make breakfast. So, I told you I'd tell you something really cool to do with the waffle iron, and we're about to do that. Okay, so we have our cheap little waffle iron here. It looks like it's had cinnamon rolls passed through it, which is another really cool thing you can do with a waffle iron. Cinnamon rolls. But if you didn't know, you can make eggs or an omelet, which is more or less what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an omelet in my waffle iron. And also another quick little trick, if you didn't know, you can check eggs to see if they're still good. These are just past the sell-by date, but I like to do this most of the time because eggs, if they're bad, are pretty bad. and I don't want to risk it. So you can get you a vessel of water that's either somewhat clear or mostly clear, so you can at least see the bottom. And then you put your egg down in the water, and if it lays down, it's decently fresh. It's 100% good to eat, unless there's something else wrong with it. If I think it's the big end stands up. Yes, if the big end stands up, but it's still on the bottom, then it still should be safe to eat. And if it floats, then it is bad to eat, and don't eat it. So, we'll dump out our water and get a towel. My waffle iron only holds 1 egg, so we're only gonna cook 1 egg, at least at a time. And try not to get egg pieces all over my egg. Broke the yolk on accident, but that's okay because we're just gonna scramble it anyways. Okay guys, so I had to go empty my card because it had gotten full. I went ahead and cracked another egg and just beat them up, scrambled them. My waffle iron doesn't hold 2 eggs, which I found out the hard way. It will leak out and make a mess all over the place. So the waffle iron is heated up, but we need to season our eggs because I don't really like eggs a whole lot, so I have to make them taste better. This is all I have to eat right now, so this is what we're eating. I don't mind eggs a whole lot. I don't really like the flavor with them by themselves. So some garlic, some pepper, onion powder, and some salt. I know this may seem like a cooking show, but it's not. I assure you, you will be okay. And if you don't have a waffle iron, you can go pick you one up. Ours was like $20, okay? And you can make cinnamon roll waffles. Just get the cinnamon rolls that are in the can at the store. Put them in there, let them cook for a little bit, and they are done. It's a lot faster and easier than having to put them in the oven. Omelets are 100% easier. If you like omelets, I usually put onions, bell peppers, all kinds of stuff in them. Makes them taste so much better. Ham, but we don't have any of that, so eggs and spices. So what you do, you just pour a little bit on there and then wait for it to get done. That may have been too much. They even puff up a little bit, which is awesome. And yeah, it was too much. A little bit too much. We lost a little bit. When they start puffing up, they really go, man. All right, let them keep going. We'll clean up that mess here in just a second. Okay, we're using a baby fork because that's all I can find. That's okay. So if you do it really carefully, usually you can get it out in one piece, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's not, by the way. It's a little bit too hot. We're gonna finish this off. I'll show you what they look like. Hopefully we won't have a mass explosion of eggs this time. Maybe. Let it cool off a little bit, maybe. Oh, there it goes. Don't leak. Don't leak. we made it. We only had a small casualty, small leak, so that's not bad. All right, guys, so when you get done, this is what you come out with. It's an egg waffle, or an omelet, if you like it that way. What I usually do, top it off with some cheese. Quite a bit of cheese. I like cheese. Don't judge me. Cheese. And then go get you like a 8-pound thing of salsa. I'm just kidding, you don't have to do that. You're not gonna need that much. Get you some salsa. Put it on there. Then you got 2 egg waffles covered in cheese and salsa. Done. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. As always, I'm KT Medic, and I'm out.